What's going on, guys? This is my first video. I just wanted to showcase my Gruul Delirium deck. I know deck techs or deck profiles aren't really common anymore, but I remember watching them when I was younger, and I just wanted to showcase this deck off. I won 2 RCQs with it, and I just think the deck's really good. This is a pre-ban list, and I know the ban list happened like last week, but I think this deck is still viable. I think it's a very good aggressive deck, even though red is kind of slowed down. I was playing this list without Screaming Nemesis, even when Screaming Nemesis was legal, and I think this deck can still be played without Screaming Nemesis. So we'll get right into it. Starting off, I play 4 Patrick Beastie. This is like great to open. It's your best turn 1 play, and it's great even when you have like Bushwhack as a follow-up. You get your Delirium started, and if you can get Delirium on it as soon as like turn 2 or like turn 3, it just beats down like really fast. And it's with the Delirium archetype, it's like the best 1-drop. Next up, we play 4 Keen-Eyed Curator. This card's actually got better now that Sultai Reanimator is like a pretty prevalent deck. But even before, it was good. It was really good. It totally blew out the mirror match. It's good against other graveyard decks when Cauldron was being played. This was what needed to be answered immediately via like Flood Maw or Torch the Tower, because you would just eat their Vivi out of the grave, and it would just get big really, really fast. Next up, we played 4 Wildfire Wickerfolk. Just really scary. When you have Delirium, and even when you don't have Delirium, going like Patchwork 1, Wickerfolk 2, and pushing it for a lot of damage early on is like really, really good. I'll show you some combos later on, but you need to get your opponent into like the 14 life range. Hitting your opponent twice with this gets you in that range, and it's just a really good card. Next up, we have one of the Heart and Souls of the deck. If you're missing out, this card's really good. Kind of expensive, but the card's really good. It obviously puts a card in the grave, and then it sets up for a lot of big turn kills with the Delirium trigger. Fear Missing Out's just really broken. Next up, I'm going to show some flex spots now. Next we have Tursa. Good for getting you Delirium early on, good for setting up Delirium on turn 3 when you have like already Wickerfolk or like a Fear of Missing Out already on field. The last effect of playing a card from your grave when you have, I think it's 7 or more cards, doesn't really come up too much, and in some cases it can actually make you lose Delirium, because when it exiles the card's just completely gone. Next up for the flex slot, we have Terra. She's okay. In my last RCQ I played, I didn't see her at all. So I don't know if there's an argument to be made to play more Terra. She gets you Delirium immediately. You never really flip her. I think maybe in one match across playing in a couple RCQs, I flipped her once, and it didn't even really win me the game. She's okay. You could probably switch her out for maybe one of these next 2 cards I'm going to show you. Next flex spot is Nova Hellkite. I won a game by going Fear of Missing Out on 2, getting Delirium, warping in Nova Hellkite, and or it was Fear of Missing Out on 3, Nova Hellkite on 4. I had Delirium, I swung with this, and then I Violent Urged it, and then I just killed my opponent. That was against Dimir midrange, which can be a very tough matchup for this deck. Next we have our mid-game outlets. Blaustrade Worm, good to ditch, and you can just play it, trades really well, and then it just comes back for less mana. Next we'll get into the instants and sorceries. We play 3 Breakout. I know some lists prior to the ban list were playing 4. I really like Breakout. I just think there are other cards that are I just think there are other cards that are better. Going like Pathrook Beastie or like Bushwhack, add a land, add your mountain, or Bushwhack, add your forest. Breaking out into like a Fear of Missing Out or like a Wickerfolk is just really good, and it applies a lot of pressure early on. And it's like, I feel like this card's like a miniature collected company. in a format where Collected Company like cards like I forget the name of it, but the white one that costs 4, cards like that are just really powerful, being able to just play things from your deck. I feel like that makes Breakout really, really good. I'm gonna play 3 of it. Next is, I guess, what you could consider the combo pieces or the kill pieces. We play 4 Violent Urge, and we play 4 Overprotect. What you want to do with these cards, it's not just pushing for a lot of damage, it's swinging with Fear of Missing Out and another creature, and then you would go, if you have the pieces in your hand, you'd go Violent Urge to try and kill them, or apply a lot of damage. They would try and kill it, and then you go Overprotect, and then you secure the kill. I like this card a lot. I'm pretty sure this card's being played in Modern because of how good it is. Next up, we play a utility card. We play Bushwhack. Against things like, I think the card's name is Skyward in the Sky, or like Llanowar Elves. Like, you go, like, if you're on the play, you go Patchwork Beastie, Bushwhack, fight, kill your thing. 100% of the time, your Patchwork Beastie is going to be bigger than their creature. You can even use it to, like, if you're on the draw, this, and they play Deep Cavern Bat, in a way this almost protects your hand, because if you went turn 1 Patchwork Beastie, and you have Bushwhack in your hand, it protects other cards because they know that you're gonna be answering their Deep Cavern Bat with Bushwhack. Next up is the land base. We play 1 Restless Ridgeline. This came up a couple times. I'm not thrilled that it comes in tapped, but in some cases, where like you're needing to like dodge board wipes, or you do get board wiped, it's a good way to just keep pushing for damage. I played against I went to a regional in Long Island. This is one of the ones that I won. I was playing against a Jeskai control deck, and this card won me the game. This card came up a lot. I hit them like 3 or 4 times with this card, just because they had to deal with the other stuff I was doing, and it came in really clutch. We played 21 lands. This is the 21st land. 4 Commercial District. I know it comes in tapped, but you just need the Surveil. You need to fill your graveyard up. You need to get Delirium as soon as possible. It's just really important. Again, Fabled Passage. More than half the time your lands are going to come in tapped, but just getting the land name in the graveyard is really important. Next, Stomping Grounds. It's the shock land that it's in the colors. You got to play it. Thornspine Verge. Just, again, it's in the colors. You got to play it. And for the basics ratio, I did cut Ridgeline originally, and I was playing 4 forests, but I opted for 1 mountain and 3 forests. I saw some lists that weren't playing mountain at all. I like playing the 1 just because you can search it with Fabled Passage, or you can search it with Bushwhack if you like need a second color for a Breakout or a Wicker Folk. And now, last but not least, we'll get into the side deck. Again, this is the prior format. I'm still playing this deck, and the side deck hasn't been totally updated, so this can be adjusted. But I'll just explain why I played these cards and just the reasons for it. So the side deck at the time consisted of 13 cards for Cauldron. Cards that were applicable to beat Cauldron, and then it played some other cards for like some other obscure matchups that were difficult for the deck. Twin Maw. This had Cauldron application because if you were on the play, you could just like kill their Fear of Missing Out or kill their Steam Core Scholar. No, you actually can't kill your Steam Core Scholar. I apologize. You just kill their ground creatures. Good against other creature decks. Good against mono green. I like this card too. Next, we play Sunsmine Links. I did not play this for Cauldron. Pixie, Orzhov Pixie, and Esper Pixie are very, very tough matchups for this deck. And being able to slam this on like 4 or 5 and just dealing damage straight to them, even if you're taking damage, and stopping them from being able to gain life against the what was the deck? It played the bats and it had like an infinite life gain loop. this stops that loop. Next we played Pick Your Poison. Good against Pixie, good against Cauldron. Hits their flyers, hits profs, hit the Cauldron itself. This probably gets taken out now that the format has changed. But at the time, Pick Your Poison was a very good card. We played this for Yuna, and we played this for the Dino Reanimator deck that was running around at the time. I know Sultai Reanimator has completely overshadowed those two decks, but as you played Scavenging was for at the time, being able to exile the graveyard, grow a body, gain life. It's just a mid-game champion against graveyard decks. Next, we played Ghost Vacuum again for graveyard decks. You can play this against. At the time, you could have played this against Cauldron. It's not the first card I would play against Cauldron, but you're able to just kind of snipe Vivi, slowly take them off Delirium, and it's also good against the Mirror, playing it on one. Next, the side card that won me, I think, the most games was Scrap Shooter. It sucks that they draw a card, but this, like, even for like the stats and the mana cost and the keyword of reach, it's really good. The times where this is the most applicable was against Cauldron or against Azorius, Simulacrums, or the Azorius Artifact deck. Scrap Shooter was the most useful. Alright, that's my Gruul Delirium deck from last season. I'm continuing to play it this season. Thank you all for watching.